Yo, for those who are new to the channel, I'm 21 years old. I work in tech sales. I'm a sales development representative. I make about around 50K in Costa Rica, which is the same as my peers in the USA who make 85K, since the cost of life here in Costa Rica is lower. And the main reason why the title says Dumbass in Sales is because I'm not the top 1% salesman, but I still make a good amount of money from tech sales. So this just shows you that you don't have to be a top performer for you to earn a lot of money, but you still can make a reasonable amount of money in sales. So I wanted to start tracking my net worth and be able to hold myself accountable that I'm making progress. Also, I have seen people doing it in YouTube and wanted to share my scenario since I'm in tech, but on a foreign country. So that might be interesting to see for some people. Since it's my first time revealing my numbers, I wanted to give some context from previous months. So back in January, I had some debt, which you guys will see how much of a difference it makes to pay it off. So January of 2026, in my savings account, I had $3,428 in one account and $7,121. And the reason why I had this much in cash is because I got laid off at the end of 2025. So I got a severance package, which I was planning to use to pay some of my debt. In my brokerage and emergency fund, I had $0 in both, and in my pension plan, I had $2,821. On liabilities, I had 10,736 of debt in a personal loan. I was trying to make a business work. It didn't, and I ended up with some debt I had to pay off. So I finished January with a net worth of $2,694. In February, I had 677 in one savings account and $4,476 in another one. So I reduced my cash on hand, but still had plenty. Brokerage and emergency fund, I had $0 as well, and pension stayed the same. Reason why numbers didn't move that much here is because I started a new job back in the end of January, but I haven't received my first paycheck until the mostly the end of February. But I sold some stuff, which gave me some cash. In liabilities, I paid half of the personal loan. So in debt, I still had 4,916 to be paid and leaving a grand total of $3,125 for February. So first paycheck on the new job hit on March, and I had $38 in my savings account and 1,525 in another one. $0 in the brokerage account, but I had increased my emergency fund to 1,438 and my pension to 2,977. I had no liabilities since I managed to pay the personal loan with the cash I previously had sitting on my account and also with the money from the new paycheck, leaving a grand total for the month of $6,023, which is double from the month before. That's pretty much a 100% increase in my net worth. And finally, so you guys can be up to date, my most recent net worth for the month of April. I have $82 in one savings account and $655 in the other one. $201 in a brokerage account, which I will be pouring more money in once I finish my emergency fund. $2,763 in my emergency fund, which my goal here is to get almost to $4,000, which will be around 6 months of my fixed expenses. That way, I can start putting more money aside to my brokerage account. I also have $3,090 for my pension plan. I have no liabilities since I got rid of any debt I had, which feels awesome now. So I don't have any other. I do use a credit card, but I don't have any debt on it. I always paid on time and paid in full, leaving me a grand total of April of about $6,780. Now, I want to talk about my goals and how I am thinking of managing my money. So my short-term goals is to complete my emergency fund. I need 4,000 in it and I will be able to complete it by the end of April. So starting May, I will be able to contribute more to my brokerage account. The goal of that account is to have at least $7,000 invested in that account by the end of the year. I am following the Boglehead strategy, which I read on Reddit, which is pretty much to invest in low cost ETFs, keep contributing, and not touching the money. So, right now, what I'm buying is just BT, which is the Vanguard Total World Stock ETF. I also want to save around 3K as a down payment for my first car, which I plan to buy a cheap and reliable car, nothing too fancy. And that's pretty much it for me. Keep saving, investing, and let time make its magic so the money can start compounding. So hopefully you guys will learn something from this, or at least you can have an idea of what my net worth at 21 years old living in Costa Rica is. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe, comment, do what you gotta do, and I will see you in the next one.